Greetings to you and thanks for watching. In this lesson, we're going to see how to use mail merge. Mail merge is a handy feature that is found in word processors that permit you to create multiple copies of a particular document for different people. In this lesson, we are expecting that you are already comfortably creating your documents, editing these documents, and formatting using common formatting tools found on your toolbar. This time, we are going to show you some of the advanced features of your word processor. Mail merge is one of the advanced features of a word processor. For those who work as secretaries in offices, you must make mail merge your good friend. Else, you're going to have a lot of difficulties producing documents in your office. Let's take, for example, your boss requests that you should produce an invitation card and serve a group of persons. You agree with me that the invitation will contain the same message for all your invitees. However, the name and the address with their contacts will vary. What are you going to do? As of now, you're going to surely be copying and pasting. That is what I see most people do. They copy and they paste, then they copy and they paste. However, there is a handy feature in word processors that will permit you to be able to create just one invitation and print for all your invitees. We're going to see how to pull this off. Right, on our PC, this is a diploma. A diploma that I've produced. I've used word processor with the tools available in Word to be able to design this nice looking diploma. This diploma will permit me to be able to award diplomas to all my summer online learners. This diploma contains the same message all along, but then there are some varying information, like for example, the position where I'm supposed to put the name of the bearer is going to be different. The names are going to be different for all the learners. Their date of birth will be different. And again, the grade that they have will also differ from one person to another. Their contact number, that's the bearer's contact number, will as well be different from one person to another. So how are we going to make sure that we create a diploma and award this diploma to all our students automatically at the end of their lesson? I'm going to prepare this diploma. I'm going to create a spreadsheet that is going to collaborate with this my word processor in order to permit me achieve this. A spreadsheet that is readily handy is Microsoft Office Excel. Microsoft Office Excel is part of the Office suite that comes with word processor. On my Excel sheet, I've created a sheet which I call students registration. This sheet is going to be moving progressively. I'd like to inform you that this sheet collects names, date of birth, phone numbers. All of these items are collected automatically from our registration platform. However, I'm going to show you how this is done. But in this lesson, we're going to show you only how to take data from this spreadsheet onto our word processor and produce a diploma for all those who have registered and for all those who will register. Because as of now, we have 11 persons who have registered and want to create a diploma. I'm not going to create a diploma for these 11 persons and wait that when another person will register, I create their own diploma. On the contrary, I'm going to just create a workbook that contains the data for those who have registered, and I go to my word processor and create my diploma. With my diploma created in my word processor and my spreadsheet containing my data, I'm going to go ahead and use the mailing stamp. The mailing stamp is found on your ribbon. On the ribbon, you go ahead and locate the mailing stamp. Now click and open the mailing stamp. When you click on the mailing stamp, you're going to have the various controls. These tools here will permit you to perform some controls. And just like the other tabs, these tools are grouped. You have the create group of tools. You have the start mail merge group of tools. You have the write and insert fields group of tools. You have the review results group of tools. And you have the finish group of tools. Now, when you check these other tools, you realize that there are some active tools and there are inactive tools. Well, these are things that you encounter when you are using your word processor. You encounter these quite often, having active tools and inactive
tools. When you look at these tools, you notice that some of them are not active. Like for example, the highlight fields tool is not active. The address book tool not active. The greeting line, the insert main merge field, the rows, the match fields, the finish and merge, they are all not active. They are not active because they cannot yet be used until when we insert some data into our document before some of these fields will be active. However, we're going to be telling you more about active and inactive tools in subsequent lessons. For today, all I need to do is to introduce another source of data in this document that will permit this my word processor to collaborate or to work or to import data from somewhere else. And we have used a spreadsheet like Microsoft Office Excel. Microsoft Office Excel is readily handy for you to pick and use. Let's go ahead and see how to pull this off. I'm going to go back to my word processor. In my word processor diploma, I'll go to the Start Mail Merge group. In the Start Mail Merge group, you have Start Mail Merge. We're not going to click on Start Mail Merge. We are not starting Mail Merge here. I'm going to click on Select Recipients. When I select recipients, I have typed a new list. I'm not going to type a new list. We'll say use an existing list. I prefer to use an existing list. However, we can type a new list. On this list address, you're going to collect your entries here. You can have the title of the person. You can have his first name. You can have the last name. You can have the company name. Then you can have the address line, the city, and so on. When you are finished with the first one, you now go to new entry. You click new entry until you have entered all the entries. However, we're not going to see how to use this just yet. We're going to use our existing list. So I'm going to select recipients. When I click on select recipients, I'll take use an existing list. When I take use an existing list, it's going to open a file picker dialog. On this file picker dialog, I have to navigate to the place where I saved my list. I'll go back and check where it is saved. This is my list. My list has been created using a different application like a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet permits you to be able to create your list and define headings. Also have some very good control over your list. However, in this lesson, we have not yet seen spreadsheets yet, but I'm sure that with the knowledge you already have, you can as well already open your spreadsheet. However, we're going to be getting into spreadsheets in no distant time from now. I'll just check to make sure that I know where my data has been saved. I'll click on Save As. Remember that Save As will open the Save As dialog. On the Save As dialog, I'll be able to locate where my data has been saved. My data has been saved on the desktop, and I can still save it again. Data BA or data to use. All right, we're going to use data to use. When I take data to use, I'll hit on OK. I'm now sure that it's saved on the desktop. I'll now go back and go to my word processor in my diploma file. Then I'll navigate to my desktop. When I'm on my desktop, I'll look for data to use. This is data to use, and I'll click on it and take open. When I open data to use, I've opened a source that I've created. It tells me whether I want to open the student's registration sheet. That is what I want to open. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. When I hit on OK, it opens this data now in my word processor. When this data is open in my word processor, notice that some of the controls now become active. The controls like address book becomes active, insert mail merge field becomes active, and the others finish and merge all become active. We now have to define where which field will appear. I'll now know that in this area, this is to certify that this space here is going to contain the name of the bearer of this diploma. I'll put my blinking crystal where I desire that this field should enter. When my blinking crystal is there, I'll go ahead and go back to my mailing tab and take on insert merge field. This is in the write and insert fields group. When I click on the insert merge field, my word processor will identify that on my data there is a group for names, or there is a column for names. We have sex, we have date of birth, phone number, and grade. I want to insert names here, so I'll click on names. If I wanted to insert their sex, I'll say sex. If I wanted to insert a date of birth, I'll say date of birth. But I want to insert names, so I'll click on names and take insert. When I take insert, that looks quite good. This is already a names field that has been inserted here. With this name field inserted, I can go ahead and format this names field. Remember that when we highlight, we can format. I can go ahead and format it, and our formatting tools are found on our home tab. I can make it bold, I can make it italic, I can also make it underline. I can change the font type to times to area black. I can as well change the color. I can make the color look something different. I can make the color looks red. It's not good to put someone's name in red, so I'll go ahead and choose something like green. When I choose green, that looks quite good to me, and I can allow it now. The date of birth, I can now say date of birth. I highlight the space as well. When I highlight this space and I make sure that my blinking crystal is where I want the date of birth to appear, I go back to my mailings tab. On my mailings tab, in the right and insert fields, I'll click on insert mail field. When I click on insert merge field, I'll now look for the date of birth. This is their date of birth. I'll click on it and say insert. When I insert my date of birth field here, I can now as well highlight. When I highlight it, I go back to my home tab. I can change the color, I can change the font type, I can change anything that I desire to change for that group of fields. I want to make it area black so that it should look quite conspicuously present there. This time around, I'm going to go for something light blue. I'll take something blue, and we're not going to go for green in this case. We'll take blue, and I think blue will look quite well for the date of birth. When that is done, I make it also italic, and when that is done, I say okay, that looks quite good. I'll now go for the grade. In the portion for grade, I'll do the same, just like I did for names and date of birth. I'll go ahead to my mailings tab. In the right and insert fields, I'll click on insert merge field. When I click on insert merge field, the insert merge field dialog will open. On the insert merge field dialog, I will locate I'll locate the grade. When I'll see where the grade is found, I'll click on the grade. When I click on the grade, I'll take insert. It will insert the grade field here. That looks quite good. I can go ahead again and format it and change the color again to what I desire. I can go for something that looks orange. Okay, this orange looks quite good to me, so I can take it and also make it area black so that it should look quite different from the other text. When that is done, and I'll go down to my bearer contact, and in the same way, I will insert the contacts of those respective candidates. When I click on it, I'll take their phone number. I'll take insert, and again, just like I did for the others, I'm going to go ahead and format it such that it looks different from the others. For their contact, I'll use red such that their contact should look quite good and it should look different from the other fields. I'll not make their contact italic. I'll allow it as it is, and this looks okay to me. This looks okay, and my diploma is all right. You look at this. This is to certify that name, born on the date of birth, has successfully completed a summer online computer course. Now, during this period, he or she covered a general introduction to computers, using word processors, using spreadsheets, using presentation tools, graphic concepts, digital marketing, among others. And now he or she participated in writing a project aimed at consolidating the skills acquired and was successful with grade and the bearer contact phone number. Then I'll have to sign here. I'll show you how to sign digitally in our subsequent lesson. For now, we can say this is just looking quite good, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want our diploma to be able to print for everybody. We can go ahead now and preview. Preview means we can check out to see what we have done. Now look at this. After we have inserted and arranged our mail merge well, we realize that most of the fields that we did not see, that were not active, now becomes active. You can check that out yourself. You see that the fields now become active. With these fields now active, it tells you that there are some controls that we can make. We can decide to highlight the merge fields. Let's click on this. When I click on that, you see that the merge fields are all highlighted, but we don't want to highlight the merge fields, so I'll uncheck that. We'll go ahead and we'll go to the finish group. In the finish group, we can now finish and merge. If I click on finish and merge here, it will permit me to be able to either print or save my Word document now in multiple copies. This will permit you to choose how you want to finish or you want to complete your main merge. You can open a new window to see each copy of the document. You can send the document directly to the printer, and it will print multiple copies. But before we do that, let's get onto the preview preview results. Let's preview the results and see how this will turn out. In the preview results group, I'm going to click on preview results. When I click on preview results, check that out. It tells me that this is to certify that John Adams, born on the 3rd of December 1998, has successfully completed with grade very good. And this is the contact of John Adams. Let's check out the next one. We'll click on next. When we click on names, it goes down to many other. This Strat Mary, born on the 1st of January 2000. And this one now we have Timon White, born on the 27th of February 1995. He has a grade excellent. Check out his phone number. Now notice how the items are changing. You see how they're changing? Okay, that looks quite good, isn't it? And you can now go ahead and you now print if you desire to print. We can now uncheck our preview list and we no longer have it preview. Now with this, you'll be able to print your diploma. You can take your diploma to a documentation if you don't have a printer at home, and you'll be able to print without anybody even knowing what you have printed, because they'll only be seeing names, date of birth, grade, and phone number. You can also take finish and merge. If I take edit individual document, it will permit me to be able to create different documents or different documents for these respective students. We can as well print these documents, and when that is all done, we can say that we have used our mail merge. Go ahead and try using mail merge yourself. You can find this document which I've practiced with in the video description below. Go ahead and try it out. Download and put in your machines, then you try to use it. Hope you enjoy working with mail merge. It's quite interesting, and when you use it, you like it.